echoes in the ceiling, racing through my mind. Everything keeps running fast. Thoughts don't fade, they always last. Even when I try to rest, they come back again. Pages turning in my head, words I never really said, questions spinning never end, round and round again. I close my eyes but nothing stops. Every little thing just pops, like my mind won't let me breathe for a second. Every noise becomes a storm, every memory changing form, every doubt and every fear crowding in my ear. I count the seconds on the clock, hope each tick will make it stop, but the silence only screams louder than my dreams. My mind won't slow down, even when I try. Every quiet moment fills up inside. My mind won't slow down, running all night. I just want a second where everything feels right. My mind won't slow down, circles in my head, wishing I could find an off switch in my chest. Morning comes, I feel the weight, didn't sleep, it's getting late. All the worries from before knocking on my door, people talking out alone, but my brain is too loud, too strong. Every word I never say echoes anyway. My mind won't slow down, even when I try. Every quiet moment fills up inside. My mind won't slow down, running all night. I just want a second where everything feels right. My mind won't slow down, chasing every thought, trying to untangle knots I never caught. It's not the world that's inside me, waves that crash and never leave, stories that I still believe. If I learn to breathe them out, maybe I can calm the sound. Slow down, please let me land on my own 2 feet. Slow down, mind, let me leave this storm behind. My mind won't slow down, even when I try. Every quiet moment fills up inside. My mind won't slow down, running all night. I just want a second where everything feels right. My mind won't slow down, but I'm holding on, waiting for the moment the noise is finally gone, and I feel it rushing like a flood. But somewhere deep inside there's a quieter side of us, and I'll keep reaching out till I finally hear the sound of a mind that's slowing down. echoes in the silence, racing through the quiet of this room. One thought turns into 10, then it starts again. Every path I try to take splits apart. Plans that used to feel so clear fray and fall from heart to heart. Words I meant to calmly say crash like waves and fall apart. I can't keep up with my mind, everything gets intertwined, like I'm chasing something I can't hold. Questions circling overhead, stories that were never told. Future fears and distant dreams twist together, lose their hold. Thoughts moving too fast, I can't keep pace. Every little moment now feels out of place. Thoughts moving too fast, spinning in my head, trying to slow it down, but it runs instead. Like a train without a track, rushing toward the dark unknown. Every time I find my breath, it's gone before I call it home. I write them down to let them go. Ink runs wild across the page. Little storms of fear and hope crowding out an inner stage. Memories from years ago show up like they never left. Tiny sparks of what is burned through the seams of what is left. Thoughts moving too fast, I can't keep pace. Every little moment now feels out of place. Thoughts moving too fast, spinning in my head, trying to slow it down, but it runs instead. The more I fight it, the faster it goes. Clutching at the rushing tide only makes the current grow. But when I breathe into the space, name the storm that's in my chest, somewhere in the distant noise I can hear a quiet rest. Heartbeat like a metronome, trying to set a gentler tone. Inhale, exhale, count to 4, let one thought walk out the door. Thoughts moving too fast, I can't keep pace. Every little moment now feels out of place. Thoughts moving too fast, spinning in my head, trying to slow it down, but it runs instead. So I pause just long enough to feel both my feet upon the floor. Let the chaos slowly peel one by one from off the door. Thoughts still rushing like the wind, but I'm not pulled along so far. I can watch them passing by like small lights from a distant car. quiet, but it's not. Room is still, the lights are low, but inside I feel the noise, like a storm I cannot see, but I hear. No one else would even know how loud it gets when I'm alone. Everything I try to mute finds a way. The noise inside me never fades away. Even in the silence, it begins to play. Oh, the noise inside me, louder when I'm still. Sometimes it feels like I don't control it. You can't see it, but it's real. And I feel it. No switch, no break, no pause in the hum my thoughts make. I keep trying to relax, but my mind keeps pulling back. Every thought I try to drop holds on tight, like it's wired to an endless light. Even when I breathe in slow, there's a tension I can't show, like something underneath won't rest. A quiet storm inside my chest. I can't switch it off, no matter how I try. Every little thing I feel stays inside. I can't switch it off, even when I'm My brain is throwing sparks, replay every word I said till I'm wired. I count the birds, I close my eyes, trace the ceiling, chase the light. But underneath the calm I fake, I'm so tired. I can't switch it off, no matter how I try. Every little thing I feel stays inside. I can't switch it off, even when I'm still. Sometimes it feels like I'm stuck in this endless loop I can't dismiss. Maybe I don't fight it, maybe I let it pass. Maybe if I stop the war, it won't last. I'll try to trust the noise will fade with time. I'll try. Wait, slow down. Can't trust the ground. Feels like I'm floating, but I'm falling down. Everything feels way too real, but I question what I feel. Is it truth or just a thought? Passing through, fading out, like a movie in my mind that I never figured out. Every worry, every fear feels like something's always near, but I know not everything is what it seems. Shadows on the bedroom wall, made of all my what-if dreams. I'm stuck between the heart and brain, racing pulse and steady breath, trying to tell the storm inside it's not life or death. It's all in my head, that's what I say, but it still feels real in every way. It's all in my head, but I'm aware sometimes knowing that means I can care. I can take a step, name the feeling there. If it's all in my head, and I'm still here, I swear. Tiny sparks of doubt and noise echo like 1,000 voices telling me to run or hide from nothing there. But I write them down in line so they lose their grip in air. Not every thought is true, some just pass through. Some are echoes of the past, pretending they are something new. I can watch them come and go like clouds across a painted blue. Breathe in, breathe out, let the moment fill the space. If I'm lost inside my mind, I can still move at my own pace. It's all in my head, that's what I say, but it still feels real in every way. It's all in my head, but I'm aware sometimes knowing that means I can't care. I can hold my ground when I feel despair. If it's all in my head, then I still have a prayer. And I see it now. There's a story in the fear. If it's all in my head, I can change it from in here. There it is again, a whisper in my chest, my oldest friend. I can feel it start to build, slow at first, then stronger still, like a wave that's coming up inside. I remember every time I thought the feeling was the end. Now I watch it like the tide, the rise that always falls again. I don't panic like before. I felt this feeling come and go. Even when it feels intense, it fades. I can hear my breathing slow, like a lighthouse in the storm. I'm not fighting with the dark, just waiting for the coming morn. I feel it rising, but I don't run. I know this feeling will come undone. I feel it rising, but I stay still. Sometimes the way through it is learning I'm not broken. It always peaks, then falls, like thunder spent against the steady walls. How Some days it sits on me like something I can't see, but I feel it in my chest all day. You don't leave it, don't shout, it just follows me around like a quiet kind of weight. I hold the weight I carry, doesn't make a sound, but I feel it every time it pulls me down. The weight I carry feels so real, but understanding it changes how I feel. Maybe it's not forever, maybe it's just now. And that's okay. In, out, slow, follow where the air will go. Sometimes even breathing feels different than it used to feel, like I have to think about every breath I'm trying to steal from a world that moves too fast, from a past that will not pass, from the thoughts that press my chest till there's nothing left. I forget I'm more than every rush of fear. I return to this moment as the air pulls me near. Breathing feels different when I'm aware. Every inhale, every exhale brings me back here. Breathing feels different when I slow down. Sometimes the way to calm is right here now. But when I slow it down again, let it flow without a plan, something in me starts to shift a little, then a little more. Shoulders falling from my ears, letting go of borrowed fears, finding room inside my ribs to begin again. I remember gently, I was built to breathe. Every cycle teaching how to hold, how to leave. My breathing feels different when I'm aware. Every inhale, every exhale brings me back here. Breathing feels different when I slow down. Sometimes the way to calm is right here now. Just breathe, that's enough. When the words won't come, when the night feels rough, let the quiet in, let the noise fade out till the only sound is this. learning to trust on the smallest gust. In, out, slow, feel, soften, let go. Count 4, stay here now, okay. Breathing feels different when I'm aware. Every inhale, every exhale writes, you're still here. Breathing feels different when I slow down. I find a softer heart and solid ground, and I do one more breath into. Every time I lose my way, I breathe my way back through. Breathing feels different, but it still feels true. Here it goes again. Same old movie in my head. I can feel the pattern now. Same thoughts, same breakdown. Running circles in my mind like before. Every what if, every doubt, pacing as the lights go out. But this time I don't chase. Every thought I let it pass. Watching instead of reacting feels new. Like I'm sitting in the back row as the feelings come and go. I still hear the static buzzing in my brain, but I'm breathing through it, letting it remain. I'm overthinking again, but I see it now. Every thought don't need to pull me down. I'm overthinking again, but I don't stay. Sometimes awareness is the better way. I'm overthinking again, but it's getting slow. Learning how to watch it and to let it go. I remember all the nights spiraling to morning light. Every heartbeat felt like one more doubt. Now the noise is still around, but it doesn't shake the ground. I'm overthinking again, but I see it now. Every thought don't need to pull me down. I'm overthinking again, but I don't stay. Sometimes awareness is the better way. I'm overthinking again, but it's getting slow. Learning how to watch it and to let it go. Seeing it changes it. When I name it, I'm changing it. Every loop that used to own me loosens when I let it be. Maybe I don't have to fix every single line of script. Maybe I can just exist right here. I'm overthinking again, but I see it now. Every thought don't need to pull me down. I'm overthinking again, but I don't fears fade into doubt, and I see it. Restless inside, like a whisper in my bones, like a knocking on the door of a house I've never known. It moves around, it shifts, it turns, like something I still haven't learned. Every moment feels unsure. For now, I just breathe through the doubt. But I don't fight it like before, I just let it move some more. Sometimes feelings need to flow, to leave, to loosen what I've stored. I've been counting all the cracks in the stories I was told, all the lines that held me back from ever stepping from the fold. This feeling won't sit still, but neither will I. I don't have to hold it tight, I can let it slide. This feeling won't sit still, and that's okay. Sometimes letting go is the only way. I trace the edges of its shape, how it stretches, how it breaks. Every tremor, every sway says I'm changing day by day. I used to think that peace was flat, like a straight and narrow track. Now I see the rise and fall is the rhythm of it all. This feeling won't sit still, but neither will I. I don't have to hold it tight, I can let it slide. This feeling won't sit still, and that's okay. Sometimes letting go is the only way. It doesn't stay forever, like the tides that meet the shore. Every wave that pulls away makes more room for something more. I'm not broken when I shake, I'm just learning what can bend. All this stirring in my chest is how I start again. So I'll breathe in the unknown, let it echo through my bones. If it rises, if it falls, I will answer when it calls. I will move and I will mend, I don't need a perfect end. This feeling won't sit still, but neither will I. I don't have to hold it tight, I can let it slide. This feeling won't sit still, and that's okay. Sometimes letting go is the only way. And I know that when it shifts, I shift too. Every passing move is a doorway I walk through. And I know that when I finally stand still, it won't mean the world is quiet, just that I'm learning how to feel. rising, falling like a tide, safe within this moment. I don't need to fix it all, don't need to answer every call. Right now all I really need is one breath. Let the noise fade into space, let the tension leave my face. I can loosen every grip with one breath. Let it come and let it go, no need to rush or control. Every inhale brings me back to now. Every exhale clears the sky, washing down the anxious mind. I return to what is real, here and now. Just breathe slow, let it all pass by. Every little moment doesn't need a why. Just breathe slow, that's enough. Sometimes calming down is letting go of control. Just breathe slow, soft and low, even when the world tells you you should go. Just breathe slow in the dark, let the quiet find shelter in your heart. When the day feels far too loud, when your thoughts become a crowd, close your eyes and gently count every breath. You don't have to get it right, you just have to stay tonight, here inside this tender space with your breath. And nothing else matters, just this breath, rising like a gentle wave, falling into rest. Nothing else matters, storms can come and go, I can always find my way when I breathe slow. And I stay here, in and out softly, with each gentle steady flow. I remember I am whole, and I stay here. Don't hold them, just breathe in, breathe out again. Every thought that comes my way doesn't have to make me stay. I can watch them drift like clouds and move on, move on, move on. They rise and fall like ocean tides, stories passing through my mind. I can rest behind it all in the space that's left behind. Let the thoughts pass like they always do. Every little thing I feel don't have to be true. Let the thoughts pass, no need to fight. Sometimes peace is found by letting things slide. You don't stop thoughts, you stop holding them. You watch them go, you stop calling them. And I let go, letting one more river flow. Not everything just now, just this breath, this beating heart. I don't need to think ahead, don't need to replay what's said. All I have is where I stand right now. All the noise can fade away. I am safe in this one day. Breaking everything down small makes it easier to hold. One step, one breath, one thought at a time. Tiny pieces of the pain, teaching me to breathe again. When the road feels far too long, I just hum my little song, telling me I'll be alright if I stay here in tonight. One moment at a time, that's enough. Every second I get through builds me up. One moment at a time, I don't rush. Sometimes healing happens when you trust. I don't have to see the end, just the corner that I'm in. I can lean on one true friend, hold their hand, let the future find its way. I'm just living in today. One moment at a time, that's enough. Every lesson that I learn lifts me up. One moment at a time, I won't rush. Sometimes answers a whisper when you solve it all. You don't have to never fall. Every stumble, every tear means you're still right here. When the dark is closing in, let the smallest hope begin. All you have to try to find is the next soft peace of mind. Just this moment, just this breath, just this heartbeat in your chest. One small choice, one gentle sign, living one moment at a time. Less is more. Just one breath, nothing more. Turn it down inside my head, all the things I've overfed. Start to soften when I stop holding on to every thought. I don't need to hear it all, every rise and every fall. Sometimes silence brings me back to myself. When shadows crack, quiet the noise, let it fade away. Everything that felt too loud softens with the day. Quiet the noise. You don't need it all. Sometimes less inside your mind means you stand tall. A softer tone underneath the static drone. In the hush I start to find room to free my crowded mind. Silence isn't empty, it's space where my restless heart can land. Find a slower, gentler pace. And I need it more than all the words. I can finally let my truth be heard. safe right now. Nothing's chasing you right now. No need to run or figure out everything that's in your mind. Can wait. You're not in danger, not alone. Even if it feels unknown, right here in this moment now, you're safe. You're safe right now. Just breathe it in. Everything around you is calm within. You're safe right now. Let it be. Sometimes the hardest truth is you're already free. Your body feels it, but you're okay. Let it go. Let it go. Feel it loosen from your hands. You've been carrying it all, every thought, every fall, like you had to keep it tight all this time without a light. You've been biting back your words, hiding all the things that hurt, building walls around your heart just to keep from falling apart. But you don't have to hold everything that feels too cold. You can let it slip away bit by bit, day by day. You can set the story down, all the ways you think you've drowned. You can breathe a little more with every weight you leave on the floor. You don't have to hold it, let it fall away. Every heavy feeling doesn't have to stay. You don't have to hold it, not tonight. Sometimes letting go is the way you fight. You don't have to hold it, you can lay it down. You were never meant to live so tightly wound. You don't have to be the strong one, always holding up the sky. You can cry when you are breaking. You don't ever have to lie. You don't have to be the answer to the questions in their eyes. You can choose your own surrender and still be brave, still rise. You don't have to hold it, let it fall away. Every heavy feeling doesn't have to stay. You don't have to hold is the way you fight. You don't have to hold it. You can set it free. There is still a softer place waiting when you finally breathe. Release it. You don't need it all. You can stumble, you can tremble, you are allowed to fall. Release it. Every secret, every scar, you are more than what you're carrying. You are already enough as you are. Let it fall from your shoulders. Let it slip from your hands. All the shoulds and every burden you've obeyed without demands. Let it pour from your memory like rain from the sky. You can keep what makes you kinder. Let the rest pass by. You don't have to hold it. Let it fall away. Heavy, heavy feeling doesn't have to stay. You don't have to hold it, not tonight. Sometimes letting go is the way you fight. You don't have to hold it. You can walk on light. You can find your own tomorrow. Past the edge of this long night. Let it drop. Let it fade. You are safe without the weight. Let it go bit by bit. You don't have to hold any more of it. Don't chase it. Everything that feels too strong doesn't last forever long. Even waves that hit so hard fall back down. You don't need to push it out or fight every single doubt. Sometimes time will do the work on its own. Let it fade away like it always does. Every feeling that you have is not who you was. Let it fade away. Don't hold tight. Sometimes peace comes when you stop the fight. Nothing stays the same. And neither will this. Wait, question it. watch it drift and sway, like smoke in open air. Just let it fade away. Every thought that hits your mind doesn't mean it's true or right. Some just pass without a reason at all, like clouds in rainy season, rolling in and rolling out, leaving room for gentle doubt. You don't have to believe everything you think or see. Sometimes thoughts are just thoughts that wander silently. You can watch them come and go, like waves along the bay. You can breathe and step aside and let them fade away. Notice how they rise and fall, stories that your mind will tell. You can learn to see them all without believing every spell. Not every thought is real, even if it feels that way. Every fear that shows up don't mean it will stay. Not every thought is real, you can let it go. Sometimes truth is quieter than what you think you know. Let it fade away, like echoes in the rain. You can watch them drift apart. You don't have to hold the pain. Let it fade away, like colors at the close of day, when the night is soft and still. You can slowly walk away. Every whisper in your head doesn't have to lead the way. You can choose a kinder voice with every single day. Name the stories as they come, just a thought and nothing more. Let them float beyond your reach, like letters from a distant shore. You are not your thoughts, you're the sky behind the storm. You're the calm beneath the waves. You're the heart that's staying warm when the noise begins to rise and the doubts all start to play. You can gently close your eyes and let them fade away. Breathe in, breathe out, let the noise unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, leave the storm behind. Watch it pass, don't make it stay. You can let it fade away. Not every thought is real, even if it shouts your name. Every story spinning fast doesn't mean you are to blame. Not every thought is real, you can let it go. Sometimes peace is softer than the loudest, should you know. Let it fade away, like the darkness with the day. You are more than what you think. You will be okay. You are not your thoughts, you're the light beneath the gray. When the fear begins to speak, let it fade away. Hold on just a little. Breathe in, count to 10. You felt this way before, and you made it through it all, even when it felt like it wouldn't end. Nights that seemed to stretch for miles still gave way to mornings of light. Every ache inside your chest softened with time. Every storm you ever faced came and left without a trace. Even if it took some time, it passed. You walked barefoot over stone, felt the weight of being alone, but each step you chose to take led you back home. This will pass too, like it always does. Every heavy moment fades because you are still here, through the rise and fall. Even when you're certain you've lost it all, this will pass too. Just stay here. Sometimes all you need is to sit through the fear. Let the shaking in your hands be a language you can trust. Every trembling little prayer lifts you from the dust. There are days you barely speak, when your voice feels far and weak, when the mirror shows a face you don't know. Still your heart keeps beating on, like a quiet, faithful song. Underneath the noise and doubt, life wants to grow. You've done this before. You stood in the dark and watched the door. You waited for a single spark to find you on the kitchen floor. You've done this before. You've cried until the tears ran dry, but still you rose another time without knowing why. This will pass too, like it always does. Every heavy moment fades because nothing ever stays quite the way it seems. Shadows only linger on borrowed beams. This will pass too. Just stay here. Sometimes all you need is to sit through the fear. Let the minutes drip like water from your hair. You don't have to fix it, just stay aware. And you'll do it again. One breath, then another, and another, my friend. When the waves come back and you're tired and confused, remember in the breaking, the light still filters through. And you'll do it again. not the only one. Take a breath, you're not the only one. Even when it feels like that, like you're stuck inside your head, thoughts keep echoing around till you can't hear what was said. When the room is crowded full, but you still feel left for dead. There are others feeling this right now. Right now. Different faces, different names, but the feeling is the same. Silent battles in the dark, no one there to call your name. If you knew the hidden storms behind every smiling face, you'd see you're not fighting this alone. Not now, not ever, not at all. Somewhere there's a beating heart, keeping time with all your fears. Someone's walking through the night, wiping their own tears. If you reach a trembling hand out into the great unknown, you might feel another hand let you know you're not alone. You're not alone in this, even if it feels that way. Every person has their nights where they feel this weight. You're not alone in this, in the silence and the strain. There's 1,000 distant hearts pulsing through the pain. You're not alone in this. You're not the only one. Sometimes just knowing that means you've already won. You're not alone in this. When you're tired and you're done, even taking one more breath means the fight's not lost, it's won. Maybe you don't have the words to explain what's going on, so you hide it in your chest and you try to carry on. But your story's not too much, you're not a burden to the world. Every crack inside your armor is where the light can start to swirl. One more sunrise, one more step, one more message on your phone. All the tiny threads of hope tie you to the great unknown. If you feel your courage fade and your colors start to blur, know that somewhere in the dark someone's praying you endure. You're not broken, you're human. You're not hopeless, you're here. Every scar and every tear is a language we all share. You're not broken, you're human, and you're seen more than you know. Hold on through the longest night, hold on till you see first the light. Hold on even if your hands are shaking where you stand. Hold on, there is solid ground underneath you where you land. You're not alone in this, even if it feels that way. Every person has their nights where they feel this weight. You're not alone in this, in the questions and the doubt. There are voices just like yours, learning how to make it out. You're not alone in this. You're not the only one. Sometimes just knowing that means you've already won. When you're reaching for the sun, every your story's just begun. You're not alone in this. You're not the only one. You're not broken. You're human, and that's enough. And that's enough. Like twilight over water, breathing in a calmer air, breathing out the weight I bear. Thoughts don't rush the way they did. Everything feels easier to sit. Like the storm inside my head moved on. All the fragments start to land, like they're guided by a hand. What was tangled up in fear loosens when the sky is clear. I don't chase what comes and goes. I just let the silence flow, and it feels like I can breathe again. Every echo finds its place in the corners of this space. I can hear my own voice rise, softer, honest, clear, and wise. The mind begins to settle, soft and slow. Everything that felt too much starts to let go. The mind begins to settle, and I feel it now. Sometimes peace just comes when you allow. I remember nights awake, heart all tangled in the ache. Every thought a heavy stone, pulling me below. Now the same old memories drift like leaves on gentle seas. They're still here, but not in charge. Smaller than they seem, not larger. The mind begins to settle, soft and slow. Everything that felt too much starts to let go. The mind begins to settle, and I feel it now. Sometimes peace just comes when you allow. You don't force calm, you let it arrive, like a hush across the room, like a dawn that takes its time. You don't fix every fear, you just stay and let it be. And the more you stop the fight, space between the thoughts, in the breath I almost lost. In the quiet of tonight, I can feel my edges light, and it's here. Just a little is enough, like a whisper in the thunder, like a candle in the rain. It don't come all at once, not a wave, just a touch. Something small begins to grow inside, like a seed beneath the snow, waiting on the sun to rise. Tiny hope you barely know, learning how to open its eyes. A quiet breath, a softer thought, a feeling I forgot. That peace can come in pieces over time, filling up the empty rooms where the shouting used to be, turning echoes into tunes, teaching tired hearts to breathe. When the world feels loud and heavy and your hands can't hold it all, let your shoulders drop the burden, let the breaking start to fall. Peace starts small, then it grows in the spaces you let go, in the corners of your heart where forgiveness finds a start. Peace starts small, then it stays in the quiet, gentle ways, in the pauses when you breathe, in the kindness you believe. Every step is still a step, even when you walk alone. Every note or all the noise is a yes to coming home. It's the promise in the morning after one more sleepless night. It's the courage just to say I don't have to win this fight. You don't need it all at once, you don't have to have it figured. You can lay your anger down, let the hardest edges soften. You don't need it all at once, you can start with what you've got. One small truth, one softer word, one deep breath is all is not. Let it build from breath to breathe, from the ground up slow and kind. Let the silence do its work, clear a little space in your mind. Peace starts small, then it grows in the spaces you let go, in the moments you release what was never yours to keep. Peace starts small, then it stays in the quiet, gentle ways, in the ordinary days, in the choices that you make. Peace starts small, but it can fill the world with what you planned. just a little is enough. When you're tired of being tough, just a little is a start. Peace grows bigger in your heart. So quiet, it's different. Like the world forgot to rush. Every echo fading out till it's only us. I'm not used to feeling this, like something I almost missed, a calm I didn't recognize before. I've been living in the loud, chasing every fleeting sound, never noticing the space at my core. No tension pulling me, no need to overthink or see, just a moment I can sit within. Every breath is slowing down, feet are finally on the ground, letting all the scattered thoughts drifting thin. Stillness feels new, but it feels right. Everything inside of me has softened tonight. All the restless pieces finding where they fit. I can hear my own heart in the quiet of it. Stillness feels new, but I'll stay. Sometimes peace is something you learn along the way, like a gentle language you never really knew, till the silence held you and whispered it through. I used to feel the empty room, every shadow, every gloom. Thought that quiet meant I was alone. Now I see the open air as a place to lay my care. Let the weight I held turn into stone. Stillness feels new, but it feels right. Everything inside of me has softened tonight. All the restless pieces finding where they fit. I can hear my own heart in the quiet of it. Stillness feels new, but I'll stay. Sometimes peace is something you learn along the way, in the hush between the words where nothing's left to prove. I'm learning how to listen without needing to move. You get used to calm the more you feel it. Every time you breathe it in, it gets easier to heal with it. You get used to calm when you stop and let it through, till the silence starts to feel like it's part of you. And I'm here now, nowhere else I need to be. no fear, just calm, just the soft hum of breathing and the settling of my palms. Used to think the silence meant something wrong, something bent. Now I see it differently. It's safe, it's holding me. Nothing chasing me around, nothing pulling me back down. Just a space I can exist in peace. I can't resist all the noise that told me who I had to be. Fades into the background till it's only me. The quiet feels safe, nothing to fear. Everything I need right now is already here. The quiet feels safe, and I can stay. Sometimes peace is knowing you're okay. The quiet feels safe, like a soft embrace. All the rushing in my head finally finds its place. Used to fill the empty nights with a screen and flashing lights. Now I let the darkness stay, and it's kind. Every echo in the room used to sound like certain doom. Now it's just the house at rest. I don't mind. The quiet feels safe, nothing to fear. Everything I need right now is already here. The quiet feels safe, and I can stay. Sometimes peace is knowing you're okay. The quiet feels safe, like a whispered prayer. I don't have to prove myself to still deserve the air. Silence isn't empty, it protects. It's a blanket over worries round my neck. Silence isn't empty, it reflects all the parts of me I buried and connects. No voices shouting over mine, no ticking of an endless time, just the beating of a heart that learned to slow. In the hush I find a rhythm, in the stillness I belong. I was never really missing, I was quiet all along. The quiet feels safe, nothing to fear. Everything I need right now is already here. The quiet feels safe, and I can stay. Sometimes peace is knowing you're okay. The quiet feels safe. When the lights go low, I can hear the smallest truths telling me grow, and I feel that soft release as the world dissolves to black. I can finally breathe, and I feel that gentle grace. In the quiet of this room, I have found my place. Right now you're okay. Right now you're here to stay. Nothing's coming after me. Nothing here I need to flee. Everything that I can see is still. Shadows on the bedroom wall don't mean anything at all. Hear the quiet of the hall, so still. I feel my heartbeat slowing, air moving in and out. The more I keep on noticing, the less I listen to the doubt. Even if my mind runs wild, I can sit here for a while, knowing in this moment now I'm safe. Stories that my thoughts create don't decide my present state. I can watch them drift away and stay. Nothing to fear right now, just breathe it in. Everything around me is calm within. Nothing to fear right now, let it be. Sometimes peace is simply letting yourself see. I don't have to fix it all, I can rest and let it fall. Every burden that I hold can wait. Listen to the nighttime air, feel my feet are grounded there. Every little signal says I'm safe. Nothing to fear right now. Here in this place, I can meet the tender softness of this space. Nothing to fear right now, let it roll through. Every wave that rises finds its way back to. Right now is enough, more than just good enough. Right now is a gentle hand letting me understand. Right now is a quiet room where nothing is pressing through. Right now is a softer light holding me through the night. And I stay here in this moment, breathing slow. Somehow I whisper to my heart, nothing to fear right now. there it is again, like a whisper in my chest, like a hush across the room, like a tide that's rolling in and rolling out again. I felt this shift before, like the storm is gone once more. Everything that felt too loud fades away. All the colors come back home, softly settling in my bones. All the pieces I misplaced fall in place. I don't question it this time, I just sit and let it rise, knowing calm will always find its way through the cracks and every fear, through the weight of every year, like a gentle hand that takes mine and stays. I've been here in the dark, counting lightning in the sky. Now the thunder disappears, leaving only quiet nights. The calm comes back, like it always does. Every heavy feeling fades, because nothing stays the same for long. Every wave will lose its pull, and the breath I thought I'd lost fills my lungs. The calm comes back, soft and slow. Sometimes peace returns when you let it flow, when you loosen up your hold on the stories you were told. Let the echo of the past finally go. I remember all the nights when I swore it wouldn't pass. Every heartbeat felt too tight, seconds dragging thick as glass. But the morning proved me wrong, with the sky washed clean and wide, teaching me that even pain has a softer underside. The calm comes back, like it always does. Every heavy feeling fades, because every storm will spend its rage. Every heart will turn a page, and the space that fear once filled opens up for something still. The calm comes back, soft and slow. Sometimes peace returns when you let it flow, when you breathe instead of fight, when you're gentle with your mind. Let the river of your thoughts find its own way home. It always returns, like a lesson learned too late, like a letter never sent, still arriving at your gate. It always returns in the silence of the phone, in the moments in between, when you're finally alone. It always returns, not a shout, but just a sign, a familiar quiet knowing you'll be alright this time. And I trust it now, in the middle of the night, when the Every moment felt too much, like you couldn't hold the rush, but you stayed through all of it. And now, even when it felt too strong, you kept moving, held on. That alone means everything. Right now, you made it through, even when it hurt. Every step you didn't stop showed your worth. You made it through, and you're still here. Sometimes that alone is something clear. You didn't give up. And it always will. You're still here. In and out, steady. In and out, ready for whatever rises next. I don't have to make it make sense. Everything feels lighter now. I don't carry it the same. Something in me understands it's okay, it's okay. Every thought that used to storm now just drifts and fades away. I can watch it come and go and still stay. I used to think I had to hold every story in my chest. Now I know I can release and let the air do all the rest. Soft mind, steady breath, that's enough. Every little moment now builds me up. Soft mind, steady breath, calm inside. Sometimes peace is found when you stop the fight. There are days the waves still rise, pulling hard at tired bones, but I'm not the tide itself. I'm the shore. I return to simple things, how my lungs still open wide, how my heart keeps keeping time like before. I used to fear the quiet nights, every echo in my head. Now the silence feels like space where I can rest instead. Soft mind, steady breath, that's enough. Every little moment now builds me up. Soft mind, steady nothing to prove, just be. In, out, slow it down. Feel your feet upon the ground. Nothing to chase, just here, meeting every rise and fall without fear. Soft mind when the world gets loud. Steady breath when you're full of doubt. Soft mind when you lose your way. Steady breath, you can stay. Soft mind, steady breath, that's enough. Every little moment now builds me up. Soft mind, steady breath, calm inside. Sometimes peace is found when you stop the fight. And I do. In, out, steady. Soft mind, steady breath. I come back to you. No rush, no wait. Things don't feel so fast anymore, like they used to feel before. Every second has its space to exist. I don't feel the need to chase or escape to another place. Everything I need right now is here. Everything slows down, and I feel it now. Every thought that used to rush settles down. Everything slows down, soft and clear. Sometimes peace is simply being here. You don't need to rush. You're already here. Right here, right here, okay. Right here, okay. In this moment, in this breath, you're okay. Everything that felt too strong didn't stay for very long, even when it felt like it never would. All the nights you couldn't sleep, promises you couldn't keep, every shaking, aching fear misunderstood. You were certain it was endless, you were sure you'd always drown, but the tide pulled back so gently, and your feet are on the ground. Now you're sitting in the calm, no alarms, no more harm, just a quiet sense of peace inside. Walls you built to keep you safe, slowly giving you more space. Every breath a little wider than the last. You're okay now, let it be. Everything you felt before is not what you'll always see. You're okay now, just breathe slow. Sometimes all you need in life is to let it go. Let it go, let it go, all the stories you were told. You're okay, you don't have to be so bold. There were days you close your eyes just to make it through the night, when your hands were holding on by a thread. Every what if in your mind, pulling you so far behind, chasing shadows of a future filled with dread. You were certain it was endless, you were sure you'd always drown, but you rose up in the silence and you turned yourself around. You're okay now, let it be. Everything you felt before is not what you'll always see. You're okay now, just breathe slow. Sometimes all you need in life is to let it go. You made it through, you're still here. Every scar that lives inside you proves you persevered. You made it through, you're still strong. Even when your voice was shaking, you kept going on. All the times you said I can't, still you made it through the night. Every little step you took led you to the softer light. Every no you had to hear brought you one step closer, dear, to the person standing softly in the mirror. You're okay now, and it's true. Everything you thought would break you didn't break you. You're okay now, can't you see? Every road that led you here set a heavy heart free. You're okay now, feel it grow. You don't have to have the answers, you can take it slow. You're okay. Right here, you're okay. In this moment, in this breath,